Hi guys, this is Anandi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing good and staying safe. Today I'm going to start this whole, birthday series because my birthday was on 2nd October and I'm going to post a few videos which was always going to be about 20 things or like 20 lessons or whatever it is, but 20 is going to be the number because I turned 20. So without any further ado, let's get started with the video. In today's video, I'm going to discuss 20 things which I wish I could have told my older self about, always being there for others, helping them and everything. So you should know that it is very, very common to want to help and support these people around us, but it is also important to remember that we also need to prioritize our own well-being. Well, you see, I have the script because I don't exactly remember the 20 things, but yesterday I made a script online. So I'm going to kind of try to read out and also interact, so you know what I'm talking about. So number 1 is you cannot pour from an empty cup. So very important, taking care of yourself is not at all selfish but necessary. And prioritizing your own needs allows you to serve better to those people who are there around you. Next is set boundaries. It's important to set boundaries and communicate your needs in any sort of a relationship because nobody is nobody has any superpower to know what is going on in your head. Boundaries may include limits on time, energy and emotional availability. Especially emotional availability should be something I should have learned a long way back, but nevertheless. Next is saying no is okay. Oh my god, this is something I'm still learning, but whatever. It is very, very important that saying no is not a sign of weakness or selfishness. It is okay to decline requests or opportunities that do not align with your values or priorities. Very basic but very important. Next is you cannot fix everything. It's not your responsibility to fix or solve everybody else's problem who is there in your life. Sometimes the best way to help is by providing support and encouragement. Next is you deserve support too. Do not be afraid to ask for help or to support when you need it. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and support you. Take care of your physical health. Taking care of your physical health is an important aspect of self-care. And this may include getting enough sleep, exercise and eating a balanced diet. Well, eating a balanced diet is something I still don't follow, to be very honest. But I try to. Sometimes I have this urge to be eat very healthy, and I do that, and then again I'm back to junk food, pizzas and burgers. But whatever, this is something I've learned, and I wish I could have told my younger self that okay, you should try and eat less of junk food. But to be honest, as compared to my younger self, I eat junk food more now as a 20-year-old than I did when I was maybe 15 or something like that. But whatever. Next is make time for activities that bring you joy. Make time for activities that bring you joy and relaxation. It includes hobbies, spending time in nature and connecting with your friends. Practice mindfulness techniques. Mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing or meditation will help reduce stress and anxiety. Practice mindfulness regularly and it will help to calm your mind and focus on present moment. This is something I should have told my younger self. Basically I should have done when I was younger, but I did not. Even gratitude was something I did not do, but now I do. Next is seeking support from a mental health professional. So this is something I would say to people who are there, because when I was in my school I used to talk to a counselor. I didn't have any huge problems going on in my life, but I started realizing that the people I'm surrounded with, like my friends, are not somebody who is very supportive. I was a very good listener, so I used to listen to all of my friends' problems, but when it came to my point, nobody was there to listen. I obviously used to share most of the things with my mom and dad, but there were some things which I would like to share with my counselor ma'am as well, because she was like a very friendly person. So I used to talk to her whenever I used to get a free time, so I used to go and talk to her. And there were a lot of people who used to just poke me that I'm going and talking to a counselor and that's not good or something. But whatever, I always did it. I never had a problem talking to counselor ma'am because I used to love talking to her. She used to listen to everything I used to say. Basically, it was she used to call me Mother India because I used to listen to everybody's problem, try to solve it. But nobody was, there for me to listen to everything I have to say. So that way. Next is focus on what you can control. So you should focus on what you can control in any situation, and it will help. It can include all sort of your actions, thoughts and emotion. It will actually help your mental health. Do not focus on things which you cannot control. Embrace imperfection. Nobody is perfect, and that's okay. Embrace your imperfections and recognize that they make you unique. So I have a lot of imperfections, like all of them. I have a very blunt nose. I have a lot of warts and something like that. A lot of things. So people used to poke me for my blunt nose, and I used to feel very, very bad. This was when I was a lot younger, but then I accepted it. Like now nobody can put me down saying I have a blunt nose, because there was a point in my life I used to say, like when I was younger, that when I grow up I'm gonna get a nose job and get a very sharp nose. And I used to say it in a fun way, but I never realized that it was happening because somebody was obviously constantly reminding me that I had a very blunt nose. But now that I think about it, was because of that reason itself. But now if somebody comes and tells me that you should get a nose job or something, I would say no, I'm happy with the way I look, I'm happy with my nose. Next is define your own success. Success should be measured in many different ways, such as personal growth or acts of kindness. Take breaks when you need. It's important to take breaks and rest when you need. Allow yourself time to recharge and rejuvenate, and practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness, and remember the mistakes and failures are a natural part of the learning process. This is something, I was kind to others, but I was not very kind to me, because I did not give my own needs a lot of priority, or I did not have a huge self-love for me, but I developed it over time, and now I love myself the most. Next is don't compare yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others only leads to feelings of inadequacy, and it should be something like, you should focus on your own journey and your own progress. I used to compare myself to others in the way, when I was in 5 or 6, I was the tallest, or the second to tallest girl in my class, and there were other girls who were like a short height. And I will tell you something. Few boys, not from my school but from outside, used to kind of be like, "Arey yaar, ye to zyada lambi ho gayi hai, wo to nati hai, kitna acha hai." And girl, there was a thing, like I don't know, but at that point when I was in class 6 and 7, there was a thing that boys used to only like, short girls, and I was taller than all the boys. I was taller than each and every boy in my class, and even outside where I used to hang out with my friends, I was taller than everyone. So there was a sense of insecurity in me that, nobody is going to know, I won't have any guy friends, and there was a thing of people having boyfriends. I did not have a boyfriend at that point, but then, I was like, nobody is going to like me. I became insecure of my height, but then as I learned about how girls, grow first during their puberties, I understood what it is, and now I'm proud of the height I am. Next is it's okay to let go of toxic relationships. Letting go is not a sign of failure. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Well, you see, this is something I wish I would have learned sooner. But okay, no problem. Be present in the moment. Being present in the moment can savor many experiences that are happening in your life, and it can help reduce stress and increase feelings of gratitude. Next is take responsibility of your own happiness. Your happiness is your own responsibility and not someone else. Never let anybody decide when you are happy and when you are not happy. I used to let a lot of conflicts which was going around in my school or anywhere affect me. And I am somebody, I used to never show weakness in front of others. Even I am that person who will not really cry in front of you until and unless you're very, very close to me. But there was a point when I used to come home and cry because, something or the other was going on. Next is celebrate your own achievements. Celebrate your achievements no matter how small they are. And remember that self-care is a continuous practice. Self-care is not a one-time event but a continuous practice, and make self-care a priority in your life and continue to prioritize your own well-being. These are a few things which I learned when I grew up, and these are a few things I would like to tell anybody who is younger than me. So this is something I made specifically for the teenage people, and because if somebody told me this in a very detailed way, I would have been a little different at that point of time, but I'm happy who I have become now. I do not regret not knowing these things at that point of time, because if I knew all these, probably I would not be the person I am now. So I just wanted to share what I have learned, and if in some way it helps you people, it's a good thing. So thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.